Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them.
I have to adjust the color on my I turned the contrast up. You can't see people's faces. Hold on a second.
Okay, Holly.
Menu narration option is set to off.
There we go. Okay, let's go.
Tulane will kick it off to get this
I'm
game
trying
underway.
timing-based catching in this game, so I might turn it off. I was just trying to practice it. It's a little tricky.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Memphis Tigers offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster.
The kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Memphis picking up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call.
Oh my God.
Fighting off.
Are you kidding?
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory.
Since when does Memphis run a hurry-up offense?
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got.
Oh God damn it!
Maybe some room here. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37, and the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Covey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, It's Logan. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get
That's what I'm talking
back,
about.
Unfortunate to have
That
a long
time.
way to go after that loss.
Whew. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Memphis will be forced to punt. First punt of the day.
Riptide is in the
To lock
stands.
them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's a nice run by the running back. I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Going with the counter play here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, but not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tulane.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important.
Touchdown, Jabari McClure.
They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Hayden. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running the option, it's Logan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to...
That ain't going to get it done. It's 4th down. Tulane gets the ball back.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be changing the route. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5
I hate when the computer does that. It's always a false start if you let it get under 3 seconds. What if you just want to take a delay a game? I mean, I guess it's not. I guess it's the same thing, but it's just stupid that it automatically does that.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. On the run, it's McClure. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh,
and the
come
incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down.
No.
The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tipton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Brass in front of him to make a big play.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Gonna do it for the first quarter of play.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. ready to go and get things started here in the second. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
No.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Running inside. It's Covey.
God
and
dang
he
it.
Takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has
really thought they were going to
for
pass the
end zone.
ball there.
He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
That's why his mind up in the zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field.
All right.
And they finished it
Regroup.
off with a score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
I don't like none of those plays, Coach.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air.
He dropped it. Unbefreaking-leavable.
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking for a crease. It's Walden. Picks up the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The option, the keeper.
I am getting killed on the ground.
It's now 2nd and 1. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Lets it fly.
Take that, bitches.
Back in their own end, and they
Big
stop
door.
the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
What?
They've been swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That was a pass.
Man, what a big-time play.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance
That's a
to
pass.
have another look.
Maybe not.
So he took a chance by using a timeout
Unbelievable.
on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to pick up the push through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it.
Two things I'm doing. Hold on. I don't feel comfortable using the, what do you call it? I'm turning it off because I'm hesitant to throw the ball.
It's a turnover.
Well, you gotta know as a
for crying out
quarterback, when you're
loud.
in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Oh, my God.
Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Run in the red zone, it's coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Gets it out.
Efficiency
pass, they lose yardage.
If people want to bitch about things, they should bitch about actual things.
You throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the
Not having to pay for transactions. Don't use them.
Get the tackle front rolls.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Look at this. Ah!
And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Here comes the heat.
Oh, my God.
Fumble way behind the line.
Oh, my God.
He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bulldozes his way through. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Sweet cut there. Keeps it and gets the first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Why do you want me to run the ball, Coach?
It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Oops.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and
Nobody was
use
open.
of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
I knew that was going to happen.
And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
What a sloppy first half.
2 quarters here and reached halftime.
I need to shore up some things at halftime.
Connor's in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs.
Oh.
And it's the Eagles with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season.
5 and 2,
They had a
Old Dominion.
answer every time they needed one.
Well, they're 5 and 1.
And win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
UAB beat East Carolina and moved to 7-0.
Upset inside the Sun Belt. Now over to your game inside Yeoman Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed.
What a run by Maurice Turner.
Game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. Hey, their defense is doing their job. They have continued to force these turnovers. Not a lot of people thought they would be so disruptive and so dynamic coming into this game, but here they are on the road creating havoc. We'll see if that continues here to start the 3rd quarter. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Man.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's a heat.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not the way to start.
Oh
drive.
my God.
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And
Oh,
the
great.
extra point is good. And
Everybody's
they have an
getting hurt.
11-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after
Every other play, somebody's hurt. It's
Following
ridiculous.
the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Lucas. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Oh my God.
Intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Trying play action. He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Now on the counter. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Trying to run, it's Daniels. And he is in, pounding his way in for the score.
Touchdown, Tulane!
There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just...
The 2-point conversion is good.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
That was a little interference.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the play on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Send the tight end in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Now on first down from the 40. Run inside. It's McClure.
And, man, the big fellas up
Went
front,
the wrong
get
way.
a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's McClure. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Logan. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And with that run, man, he goes over 100 yards. And the physicality of the ground game, to me, that's what's going to stand out in this rivalry game. In the second half, that's what made the difference a year ago. That's why they won in such close fashion. Having a guy that they can count on in the big moments in the second half of this football game is going to decide who wins.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Running inside, it's McClure. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Gonna run it. It's McClure. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll run it. It's McClure. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. His way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The run inside. It's Covey. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? To throw, it's Logan. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it.
Of course he would catch that.
Line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight.
Sack time! Sack time!
Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open,
Almost picked off by Jack
Kinch
Kinch.
to throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, no.
Makes the catch.
Didn't get the
He's
first.
going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Oh, you got it.
Snags it, and he's open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work through the whole field, and here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire.
Fumble! Tulane recovers!
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's deflating. And as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to. But now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense.
That's going to do it.
Win this ball game.
Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout
It's
left.
justice that the turnover seals the deal for the Green Wave after turning it over 3 times and giving them 21 points.
I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing.
There's a crease. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that is going to do it. Tulane moves to 5-1. Memphis drops to 3-4.
Drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take in the It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly
it wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
You circled it. You were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a
Jamari McClure, 137 yards on 20 attempts and a touchdown.
go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL.
All right, let's look at the stats.
Next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
First downs, Tulane 21, Memphis 16. Total offense 314 to 251. 56 to 49 in plays. 29 carries for 166 yards to their 24 for 90. They were 14 of 25, no touchdowns. I was 21 of 27 for 148 yards. 5 or 10 third down conversions. Turnovers, I had 3. Wait, why does it say none? Oh, 3. We both had 3. What am I saying? That's right. It was even. 18 minutes to 9 minutes. Player stats. Johnson was 15 and 19 for 105 yards and a pick. Rushing, I already saw that. Receiving, Lucas was 5 receptions for 38 yards. Brown Stevens, 4 for 26. Zach Carl Lewis caught the touchdown. Oh no, he dropped. What am I saying? Caught a touchdown. Nobody caught a touchdown. What am I talking about? All right. Let's go ahead and return to the hub. Oh wait, I gotta... Hold on. All right. And I'll return to the hub. We will advance to next week and see what everything is in. Got to commit, verbal. Jermaine Bigsby, a Sam from Monroe, Louisiana. Another commit, hard commit. Denzel Kashma, quarterback from West Monroe. All right. Ooh, big game here. UTSA. They were one of the favorites going into the season, but they have struggled. 3-4, 1-2 in conference. I'm gonna go ahead and set the weekly practice plan. There we go. Full practice, low injury. Limited practice, increased injury. Please make it make sense. Shepard is not practicing. I'm not giving him the week off. Let's see who else is injured. Everything else looks good. That's fine. Limited practice. Who's that? Reed? Yeah, he's going to practice. Johnson. Why does he need... I don't get this. This is something to complain about, EA community. How can you practice limited and get increased injury, but you full practice and it's low? Freaking stupid. All right, confirm this. All right. All right, now let's go to recruiting. Let's see if those 2 4-stars. Yeah, he's a verbal. Yeah, that defensive tackle 4-star just added. He shows no interest. He shows no interest. Fullback is very interested. All right, let's start at the top. Verbal, he's in my top 3. Oh, his visit was this week, and he didn't commit? How dare him. I'm just going to leave it where it is. He's committed. He's in my top 5. Oh, I went down. Uh-oh. He's scheduled for the UTSA game, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Send the house. This guy. He's in the top 5 first. I'm gonna schedule a visit. Oh. Proximity to home? Yeah, I'll do that. Committed. He's good. He's scheduled to come in, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it where it is. Yeah, I don't need to spend no more money on him. This guy here needs to schedule a visit. He'll have to come to that one. He's coming this weekend. Leave him where he is. Let's see if I can sway him. No. It has to be with proximity to home. No. 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 That's better. I'll sway him. Bigsby, Verbal. This is my top 5. Schedule a visit. I can't schedule him that week, but I'll schedule him this week. My schedule, well, let me see. I got 40 and I need 10, so let's sway. No. 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 Maybe. No. No. That one's a good one. I'm going to sway him, and then I'm going to schedule a visit. What? That's it. That's the one. Committed. Can't do nothing with him. Committed. He's good. He's good. Oh, wow. be able to get this 4-star. Alright, that's going to be it for recruiting. And that's going to do it for tonight. Tulane 5-1. Oh, well, let me look at the standings here. Conference standings as of today. USF is 3-0 in conference, 6-1 overall. Rice is 3-0, 5-2 overall. UAB is 3-0, 7-0 overall. And Tulane is 2-0, 5-1. Florida Atlantic 2-0, 5-1. Charlotte 2-1, 5-2. So you got teams like Memphis, UTSA, East Carolina, Navy, and Army. Look at this. Army's 1-5, 0-4 in conference. Hoorah. Players of the week. I guess he still didn't get player of the week. No, he didn't. Wait a second. Memphis got beat by Tulane, and the defender for Memphis gets player of the week because he had 8 tackles and a pick 6. I guess that's kind of stupid. You lost the game. All right, let's look at the Heisman watch. Huh, look at that. The LSU quarterback is up for Heisman, and so is Michael Van Buren Jr. All quarterbacks in the Heisman race. Anything else to look at? Let's look at the team schedule. So right now we're playing UTSA, then we play Charlotte, Tulsa, Rice, North Texas. We have a very favorable schedule. So looking forward. But we have Charlotte, Tulsa, Rice, North Texas, all wins. And then we play USF. And that could be for the conference championship game. Depending upon, what happens. USF has to keep going. All right. That'll do it. See y'all next time.